I have always specialized in undercover journalism, and the judicial scandal was looked at by me and my team as a result of the growing canker of corruption within society. You see, judges are the last resort in society. When me and you have issues, the people we go to are judges. So the judicial scandal was to test the judicial system and to be sure that those systems are working perfectly. In that investigation, we went undercover for 2 years, and we had over 100 judicial staff and then over 34 judges, all caught taking bribes. Most of these judges, as I speak, have been suspended, and some are facing criminal prosecution. Now, back to the football scandal, which looked at Africa as a whole, including Nigeria and many more people who probably were going to the World Cup. Also had over 100 sports officials, as well as over 60 referees spread across the length and breadth of the African continent. And of course, here in Nigeria, one of your coaches, Salisu Yusuf, who was then the Super Eagles coach, was caught in Ghana, our man in FIFA, and then also number 2 at the Confederation of African Football was also caught. As I speak, he has been suspended by both the Confederation of African Football as well as FIFA, and he's facing criminal prosecution back at home. So it was a wide-scale investigation that sought to look at football. And you see, football is also a game that is loved by many Africans. What perhaps motivated me to go into it was the fact that some time ago in Ghana, we had a football match that led to the death of 128 people in the stadium. There was a stampede. All this happened because people did not believe. People thought that the referee had taken money, and so was officiating the game in favor of another team. And when this happened, they got angry and they threw chairs, and 128 people died. Now, when you look at the record in Africa, you realize that many such deaths have occurred. What me and my team sought to do was to look in there and to be sure that these things don't happen, and that referees who take bribes would stop and make the game decent and fair for all of us. When we are all not happy, we watch football. I don't see the reason why politicians will steal our money, and then the last resort of watching football to corruption would engulf it. This is what moved me to look at corruption, not only in Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, but many other African countries. I have no regrets. Reason is simple. This investigation was tight. It led to the shooting of one of my colleagues, twice in his chest and one in his neck. That is the nature of football. It's a very dangerous thing to investigate. But then the inspiration comes from the fact that FIFA itself took pragmatic steps, and most of the people have been suspended and removed from football. And it can only make our game cleaner and decent for people to watch. So yes, I have no regrets because of the effects. As we speak now, the one of the referees who was going to World Cup from Kenya had to be returned, had to be removed by FIFA as a result of this. Hussein Yantechi then in the FIFA executive, and as well as number 2 man in the Confederation of African Football has been removed. Even in Nigeria, here, your Salisu coach was banned for a year and was given $5,000 fine. So the impact alone is enough for me to say that I have no regrets at all.